So Texas law gives you a wide array of tools that you can use to kind of put pressure on the debtor to pay the judgment and then to actually collect either money or assets that'll help pay the judgment. The first kind of step we usually take is post-judgment discovery. These are sort of like your standard discovery requests that you would serve in a lawsuit, and these requests are designed to locate the non-exempt assets of the debtor. There's also a variety of writs you can use. Writ of execution allows you to coordinate with the local sheriff's office and seize the assets of the debtor. The sheriff will facilitate an auction, and the proceeds will go towards paying the judgment. There's a writ of garnishment, which it's a proceeding against the bank of the debtor, and if they have a non-exempt assets in the bank, you're allowed to seize the funds in there. And the only exemption for that is current wages, and so the debtor would have to show that this was, whatever amount was in the bank account is the exact amount of their current wages. And then going on, you can get a turnover order, which orders the debtor to turn over any non-exempt assets. This can also be used to send over to banks. Whereas with a writ of garnishment, you typically file that when you know there is a bank account in the debtor's name with that particular bank. A turnover order is more broad, where you can serve it on any bank, and they'll search. And if they do have an account belonging to the debtor, it'll operate sort of a similar way, where the funds in there are turned over to you. Then the sort of final step, and this is kind of a last resort, is appointing a receiver. And this is a court-appointed officer, usually an attorney, and they facilitate this whole process, doing all the collection work. I say that's sort of a last resort because they typically take 25% of whatever's collected. The difference between us and a receiver is, we're not taking a 25% cut off the top. We're trying to operate as efficiently as possible and getting you paid before it gets to that point.